Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're really digging into something we all do every day, taking care of our teeth and gums. But,
Mhm.
we're going beyond just the usual brush and floss talk. We found some really interesting connections between Banyan Botanicals oral care products and this quite unique toothbrush, the Smile Saver three-sided toothbrush.
Exactly. We're looking at how they might work together for, well, maybe even better oral health. We'll explore Banyan Botanicals Mint Daily Swish Pulling Oil first.
Okay.
That's the one with a sesame and coconut oil base, plus some pretty powerful Ayurvedic herbs. Think trifla, guduchi, fennel, peppermint, spearmint, stuff traditionally used for oral wellness.
Right. And then there's their mint tooth powder.
Yeah, a fluoride-free
Yeah.
option. It uses things like miswak, activated charcoal from amla, neem, herbs and minerals. We'll look at how that interacts with the Smile Saver too.
And the Smile Saver itself, it's got this three-sided design aiming for like a 360-degree deep clean.
That's the idea. It cleans all surfaces at once, even the tricky spots along the gum line and the insides of your teeth.
And a key thing we found, it's supposedly made from a material that's safe for essential oils and those oil-pulling blends. They actually say it's the only one.
Which is a pretty big claim and definitely central to how these products might integrate.
Okay, so our mission for this deep dive, really understand how putting these specific things together, the Banyan products and this unique toothbrush, could actually lead to superior oral hygiene.
Let's start with oil pulling. It's an ancient Ayurvedic practice, right?
Mm-hmm. Been around forever.
And Banyan Botanicals Daily Swish is formulated precisely for that. They talk about supporting overall oral health, helping remove natural toxins, lubricating the mouth tissues, freshening breath.
You mentioned the base oil, sesame, and coconut and herbs like truffula. That's the combo of amla, bibataki, and haritaki.
That's the one. Traditionally, those are really valued for oral hygiene in Ayurveda.
So how does the Smile Saver fit into this traditional practice? It seems a bit modern.
Well, yes and no. While traditional pulling is just swishing, the Smile Saver's design, those three sides of bristles, means you can gently guide it while you swish. It adds a sort of simultaneous cleaning action across all the tooth surfaces.
Okay, so maybe helps distribute the oil?
Potentially, yes.
Mhm.
But the really crucial part, as you mentioned, is the safety aspect.
Right, the material. Let's unpack that because it sounds important.
It is. Most standard toothbrushes use nylon bristles. Nylon is essentially a type of plastic.
Okay.
And the issue is that essential oils, like the peppermint and spearmint in the Daily Swish, can actually degrade nylon over time. Think about it. You're always told to store pure essential oils in glass, not plastic, right?
Yeah, that makes sense. Plastic can break down or leach.
Exactly. So the Smile Saver uses bristles made from a different material, one specifically chosen because it doesn't break down when exposed to these oils. That's why they can claim it's safe for oil-pulling blends and essential oils, and apparently uniquely so.
So it's the only brush you'd want to use directly with the oil pulling blend, not just after.
Precisely. If you use a regular brush with the oil, you might be compromising the bristles, maybe even ingesting tiny plastic particles. Not ideal.
Okay, so using the daily swish with the Smile Saver, you get the oil pulling benefits, the idea that the oil attracts and traps microbes.
Like dissolves, in a way, the oil sort of pulls impurities.
Right, and then the brush helps ensure that oil gets worked into all the little nooks and crannies, the gum line, everything, while being safe for the brush itself.
Exactly. It potentially makes the whole process more thorough, ensuring the oil contacts more surface area, and provides a gentle cleanse everywhere simultaneously.
Interesting. Okay, let's switch gears to brushing then. The mint tooth powder from Banyan Botanicals.
Right. So this is their alternative to traditional toothpaste. It's fluoride-free, which is a specific choice some people make.
And it's packed with some, well, less common ingredients in Western toothpaste. Miswak.
Miswak is fascinating. It's a twig, traditionally used for cleaning teeth in many parts of the world. Some studies even suggest it can be quite effective against plaque, maybe comparable to a standard toothbrush.
Huh. And activated charcoal from amla. I know charcoal is popular, but also sometimes controversial for teeth.
It is. Banyan mentions it might cause temporary staining, so that's an important heads up. The idea behind charcoal is its porous nature, which can help absorb surface stains and impurities. Amla, or Indian gooseberry, is also rich in vitamin C and antioxidants.
And neem, too. That's another big one in Ayurveda.
Huge. Known for its cleansing and detoxifying properties, often used traditionally for gum health. So the powder aims to leave teeth feeling clean, polished, refreshed, using these natural components.
So how does the Smile Saver enhance this product?
Again, it comes back to that three-sided design. When you're using a powder, you want to distribute it effectively, right?
Sure, you don't want it just sitting on one surface.
Exactly. Because the Smile Saver hits the front, back, and biting surface all at the same time, it ensures that powder, with all those active ingredients like miswak and neem, gets applied thoroughly everywhere, especially along that critical gum line area where plaque loves to hide.
That makes sense. Sometimes with a regular brush, you feel like you might miss spots, especially the inside surfaces or way in the back.
Right. And another detail about the Smile Saver, the bristles are end-rounded.
What does that mean exactly? End rounded.
It means the very tip of each bristle is smoothed off, rounded. Many conventional nylon bristles are just cut straight across during manufacturing.
And that leaves them sharp?
Potentially, yes.
Hmm.
Those cut ends can be uneven or have sharper edges, which can actually irritate the gums. Over time, that irritation could even contribute to gum recession for some people.
Ouch. Okay, so rounded is gentler.
Much gentler. And that gentleness works well with the tooth powder. You get the cleansing action of the neem and miswak without harsh scrubbing or potentially abrasive bristle tips irritating your gums.
So you've got the oil pulling enhanced by the brush and the powder application enhanced by the brush. What about using them in sequence?
That seems like the logical next step, creating a really comprehensive routine. You could, for instance, start with the mint tooth powder and the Smile Saver.
Okay, get that initial clean, distribute the powder everywhere, stimulate the gums gently.
Exactly. Get the surfaces clean and polished, then maybe follow that up with a daily swish oil pulling, again using the Smile Saver.
So brush first, then pull with the brush.
That could be one effective order. The brushing clears away initial debris, then the oil pulling, assisted by the brush, does its deeper cleanse and lubrication, working the oil into those freshly cleaned spaces.
So the real payoff, the synergy,
Yeah.
what is it? Is it just about being thorough?
Thoroughness is definitely part of it, but it's more about how it's thorough. The Smile Saver's whole design concept, that 360-degree cleaning, is fundamentally aimed at disrupting and removing plaque effectively from all surfaces at once.
And plaque is the main villain for gums, right?
Yeah.
Gingivitis, gum disease.
It's the primary cause, absolutely. Plaque is that sticky film of bacteria. If it's not removed regularly and thoroughly, it hardens into tartar and leads to inflammation gingivitis, which can progress to more serious gum disease.
So by using the Smile Saver with both the powder and the oil, you're hitting plaque removal from multiple angles very consistently.
That's the idea. You're addressing that root cause more effectively than maybe just standard brushing or just swishing oil alone might.
And you mentioned the tongue earlier.
Right, almost forgot. The Smile Saver actually has a built-in tongue cleaner on the back of the head.
Oh, handy.
Yeah, super important. A lot of bacteria that cause bad breath hang out on the tongue. So after you're done brushing or pulling, you can just flip it over and give your tongue a quick scrape. It adds another layer to the whole clean feeling and breath freshness.
It sounds like this system could be good for a lot of different people, too.
Seems quite adaptable. They mentioned it's suitable for adults and children. And apparently the support arms that hold the bristle heads are flexible enough to navigate around braces too.
That's useful. And the angle thing, you mentioned it hits the gum line well.
Yes, the design automatically angles the bristles at about 45 degrees towards the gum line.
Which is what dentists usually recommend, isn't it? For getting plaque right where the tooth meets the gum.
Exactly. It takes the guesswork out of angling your brush correctly. And that angle is perfect for allowing both the tooth powder and the pulling oil to work effectively right at that crucial margin.
Plus, the gentle gum massage you talked about with the rounded bristles, that sounds good for circulation.
Definitely.
Uh-huh.
Gentle stimulation helps promote healthy blood flow in the gums, which is vital for tissue health and can help reduce inflammation. So if you have sensitive gums or maybe early signs of gingivitis, that gentle massaging action combined with the cleansing could be really beneficial.
Okay, quite a lot to unpack there. Let's try and boil it down. What are the absolute key takeaways from this combination?
I think the main point is the unique synergy. You have Banyan Botanicals products, the daily swish oil and the mint tooth powder rooted in Ayurvedic tradition and natural ingredients.
Right.
And you combine them with the Smile Saver 3-sided toothbrush, which offers this modern, multi-surface cleaning approach and, crucially, is the only brush we know of designed to be safely used with essential oils and oil-pulling blends.
So that safety factor is huge for the oil pulling part.
It's fundamental if you want to use a brush during oil pulling. Put them together, and you're looking at a potentially more comprehensive and possibly more effective daily oral care system.
So the benefits stack up. Really thorough cleaning on all sides at once.
Support for healthier gums through gentle cleaning and stimulation.
actively removing impurities and bacteria using both the oil pulling mechanism and those herbal ingredients.
And, of course, fresher breath from the cleaning, the mint, and the tongue scraping.
It definitely presents a different way of thinking about your daily routine.
It does. And it leads to a kind of provocative thought for you, the listener, to mull over. How might integrating these different kinds of elements, ancient Ayurvedic wisdom embodied in the Banyan products and the modern, innovative design of the Smile Saver, actually transform your daily oral hygiene?
Thinking beyond just swapping toothpaste brands.
Exactly. Thinking about the whole system.
Right.
And maybe even stepping back further. What other parts of your daily life or wellness routine could benefit from that kind of thoughtful blend? Combining traditional approaches with smart, modern tools or techniques. Something to think about.